What's good, YouTube? Long time no see. It's your boy Justin Munson, aka Jewel Munson's father, aka your grandma's favorite grandson. I'm sitting outside the parking lot in Lowe's right now. I got a junk removal business here, and I just did a job. I'm coming to Lowe's to get some stuff from my truck, and while I'm on my way to Lowe's, I like to hear some entertainment every once in a while. So I put on, some YouTube just to hear people talk and kick they shit. You feel me? Well, anyway, I'm listening to some YouTube, and Monty Woodgrain's video pops up about Lennon Honor, and this is the second time that I've kind of heard, and from a distance, I kind of see the fight they got going on between them. And what really captured me was the comment section. Now, I did a video about this before, and if I don't upload this while I'm, shopping or whatever, um, and that's why I got this little mask here that I made. I left my mask at home, but I'm not going to go all the way home to get a mask. I'm about 40 minutes away from my house. Anyway, though, um, I did a video about this before, right, where I talked about black folks and our need for a messiah, right? That we tend to gravitate toward these savior figures, and I see Lennon Honor as being that almost. Now, I do think that Umar Johnson needs to be called out. I do think that Umar needs to be stopped, but I don't think Lennon Honor wants to, nor do I think that that's his mission. Um, when I look at, and, fuck the super chats. I'm not worried about super chats, but when I look at, the his platform, he's done 120 videos, and I start wondering what is his motivation. If your goal is to expose Umar and say, hey, look, I care about the black community, and I think what Umar is doing is horrible. That could be 4 or 5 videos, right? And they could be done way better than the way he's doing them, singing and cats and, all the other weird shit that he got going on in his videos. And he does you a disservice if you believe that people like Umar or people like TD Jakes and Creflo Dollar and all them other dudes taking money from black communities and misappropriating those funds. They need to be called out. But when you have these people who appear to be just rabid stalkers, they seem to be overreaching in their critiques. They don't seem to have valid criticism anymore. They don't seem to be genuine. That's when you give the supporters and you give Umar ammunition. Because if I were on the fence about Umar and whether or not I should donate to him or not, if I went to look at Umar's channel or I wanted to look at Lennon's channel, I don't think that I would see a valid criticism. I would see a man who's reaching, who's taking. I mean, like he takes clips, and like they don't seem to be valid critiques. Make a Change makes great videos. You know, I'm trying to think of who. And Sven Gali for a little bit before she got, obsessive. It seems had some valid critiques. But now it just seems like, these are cult of personalities that Lennon Honor wouldn't have a channel or content. I would love to, have a video where we discuss what it is we feel the black community needs. What you would do with those funds, $700,000 in the black community if you were given that. But instead you get 2-hour, 3-hour live streams from people talking about Umar and how dirty his house was and how bad the buildings look. That's been done to death. And now you have black folks who are coming of age, who are turning 18 next year, who might have a stimulus check coming up in the next couple months. And if they want to invest in black businesses and they're curious about Umar Johnson, they're not going to get valid, well thought out critiques. They're going to get, Lennon Honor playing at his piano, singing random donations as he thanks you for super chats. And I do feel that he needs to be addressed, that, there needs to be somebody that says, hey, look, these videos are cute, but are you adding anything to the conversation? Or are you just milking this cow now? Is this your golden goose? Like, what happens when Umar goes away? Does your content go away? Does your channel go away? Like, how do you support yourself now? I think Monty has some valid criticisms. I think that you can call into question the motives of Lennon Honor because it's just at this point it seems obsessive, and it doesn't seem to help the cause of anybody who views people like Umar, and just for the examples like Creflo Dollar, especially because he's a disgusting pig, or Eddie Long. I'm glad that motherfucker's dead. Um, it doesn't seem to do justice to people who are actually, you know, on the front line and care about the black community and care about seeing people like Umar Johnson stopped and disbanded and away from our community. But Lennon just seems to be a leech. That's all it is. I don't see any like I've unsubscribed a while ago. The only other video that I've seen from Lennon, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I haven't spent a ton of time researching them because most of the titles are Umar and they seem repetitive. But the only other one I've seen was him bashing black men about not being sexually disciplined, about not paying child support, and some other bullshit. Like he opened up a line for you to call in and complain about black men and why black men aren't getting married to black women, while the statistics do not support a lot of the bullshit he says. Because I see a lot of black men, and I know a lot of black men that are fathers, that aren't murderers, that are stepping up and taking care of their responsibilities, that are married. You know what I mean? Anyway, though, before this video gets too long, my only points are that Monty does have some valid critiques of Lennon Honor, that we should be able to question Lennon Honor's motives, and that if the goal is to stop Umar Johnson and to make people aware of his scamming and the fact that he's promising a school that probably will never, more than likely will never come to fruition. Doing 120 videos of the same content and recycling jokes and shit is doing a disservice. That's my 2 cents on the matter anyway. Hopefully, I get to hear more from you guys, and I'll be able to change my content back to more fitness oriented, change it back to more lifestyle and some of my entrepreneurial shit, my junk removal business, and my house flipping business. All right, y'all. Peace.